Hello and welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Binkabi and this will be a Modern Masters draft. I'm pretty excited because I love this format a lot. I actually have an uncracked box on the shelf behind me, so I got options. Alright, so what do we have? Revelark. Big flyer with additional value, pretty nice. Kitchen things, I can't say that I don't love the guy. Riftwind Cloudskate, pretty nice. Trump the Domain is pretty good. Bound in Silence. This was pretty tough. I don't think Cloudskate is up there with those. Trump I don't want to first pick. Bound in Silence leads us into Rebels, which is a very good place to be. But I think it's between the creatures. Kitchen Things leaves us more open. But Revelark is so good. I'm just gonna pick Revelark. I mean, yeah. And we immediately get a combo. We can just flicker it. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna highlight. We have Vivid Crag, which is pretty nice. We have Kithkin Greatheart, which is pretty good. Otherworldly Journey is also a combo with Revelark. Second Penumbra Spider is pretty unappealing, but alright. I think just take Flicker Wisp. I mean, it's an aggressive dude. We can play like Blue-White Skies or maybe Giants, but it doesn't look like it. But pick second Flicker Wisp. Now this is interesting. We have an Avian Changeling, which is pretty nice, and it also goes well with Revelark. But it's hard to pass down another Flicker Wisp. Then we're really looking for like Ether Snipe and stuff that combos with it. I think I just have to pick another Flicker Wisp here. Changeling is pretty good though. Alright, well this is a combo. Blink it. Alright. If we're reasonable here, this could be pretty nice, but in my experience they tend to wheel. Saltfield Recluse is very strong. I like the card a lot. Reach of Branches is also pretty good, but we're looking to be heavy white, not picking Woodfall Primus. So I think it's between the Recluse and the Giant. I think you're just gonna pick up the Giant here. I mean, we already have 2 3-drops that are pretty good. Alright, we have an Etched Oracle. Alright, we have a Blight Speaker, which I'm pretty interested in. Blinding Beam is pretty good, but I think we can pick one up later. Baloth is the best card I think in this pack, but it requires you to be pretty green. I think I'm just gonna pick up Blight Speaker and see if I can pick up some Rebels. It's a speculation pick for sure, but I think it's okay. Mana Fixing, I would like the white one, not the black. Otherworldly Journey is decent. Terramorph, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Otherworldly Journey. It's pretty good. Stir the Pride is pretty good. It's one of the better cards. But I guess Apocryphite is actually a combo with Flicker Wisp. And we have a Traumatic Visions if we want to go into blue, but we don't need a second Giant. It's between Stir the Pride and Apocryphite. I think I'm just gonna pick Apocryphite. It seems sweet. Can have some kind of blink theme here. We can even discard it and return it. That seems great. Pilferers, really? It's a pretty good one. Do I want it over the Recluse? Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good combo with Flicker Wisp, Revelark, and all the other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. Black-white value or something. I obviously want to be heavy white. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm gonna play the black. If it's just for those cards, I won't, but I could see picking up like another Ivory Giant and just go to town with my white creatures. Best card for me to open would probably be like Cloud Goat Ranger. Test of Faith, that's a pretty good card. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. I guess an Edivile, if I can choose a rare. And not for value, just because it's so fun. Edivile in Apocryphite, into Flicker Wisp, into... yeah. I don't really want another Otherworldly Journey. I'm gonna pick Warren Weirding. It's pretty good. The only bad thing is that it's bad against the kind of most aggressive deck. Alright, Fearfall should not be here. I think I'm gonna pick that. And maybe go into red instead. I mean, it's speculation at this point. Peer or Raven's Crime? I'm more likely to play Raven's Crime, I think. Oops. But that's certainly close. I mean, Pepper Smoke or Echoing Truth? I guess it's Pepper Smoke. It can do work, even without. Alright, that's okay. So our first picks were pretty white and pretty good, and then they just fall off. But that's okay. We have directions we can go. Face Walter, right? We're gonna abandon white and go red for Goblins. Probably not gonna happen. Alright. Cool, pack 2. Grand Arbiter. No. A pretty disappointing pack overall. It's between Avian Changeling, Blight Speaker and Glacial Ray. Changeling is not that great in my deck, besides that Revelar gets it back. I think... how likely am I to be black? Glacial Ray is pretty nice. I'm just gonna take the Changeling because I know I'm gonna play it and see what comes around. On this stage it's Rogue or Goblin, and we have 1, 2. Nah, not worth it. We got a Tar Pitcher, is pretty nice. We have a Blinding Beam here, a Great Heart. Guess we just picked a Great Heart. Yeah, trying to be more aggressive. Here we are. Here's a pack. Holy. Lightning Helix if we want to play red instead. And this is kind of the breaking point. But this with Flicker Wisps, it's hard to pass that down. We got a Great Heart too, but I'm just gonna pick the Marsh Flitter and probably not play the red. It's a hard pick for sure, but Jesus. Yeah, because here's a Torrent of Stone. That's like the only card. Can take Dream Spoiler Witches, but that's not really what I want. I'm gonna pick Vivid Meadow and maybe splash the red. We'll see if I get any more. Now we have 2 Faeries. Pepper Smoke is going up in the world. Yeah, so this is like Value Town. You play this, play Revelar, flicker it, return it again. It will be hard to grind me out, let's just say that. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Could take Vivid Marsh and really cement the splash foundation. I think I'm gonna do that. Pirate Spellbomb is pretty good, but not that great. Gleam is good. I would like that, but I think I'd rather have a land. Yeah. And obviously Joyra and Electrolyze is pretty nice. Joyra requires some work. I have played Joyra and I have played Progenitus in the same deck, and I've actually hardcasted Progenitus in Modern Masters Limited, and that was sweet. I've also beaten someone to death with Saltfield Recluses and other 1 power guys, and he played the Splice onto Arcane deck. Yeah, that was pretty ugly. Alright, where is my pick? What do we have? 15, 20 cards. So we have seen 5 cards, is that correct? So we have 3 packs left. There we go. Really? Really? Oh my god! Does people not realize how good this one is? Oh crap, I might have to just... it's not that good in my deck because it's not built around it. It will kill basically everything I have. So do I take a Torrent of Stone for the splash, another Great Heart for the aggro aspect, or the freaking Thundercloud Shaman? I'm gonna pick the Shaman, and I'm gonna see if I can make it work. So it blasts everything that isn't a giant. So let's see, those will probably survive. This will not survive. Those won't survive. This will survive. That doesn't bother me. I think we can make it work. Maybe. It's so good, so I think Sands are also a personal favorite. Here I think we just take the War Spike Changeling. I mean, we might play it. I have to see what's happening here. Here I think it's Gleam, pretty obviously. Yes. So what comes back? Not much. Just take another Pilferals. I don't think we will end up red, but yeah, I mean that's a signal if I ever saw one. Do I take this? Sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it, but right, Great Heart. Sideboard card. Really? People don't like that? I think I'd rather have a Festering Goblin. Maybe not for the main board, but sure. Alright. Well, that took some interesting turns. Thundercloud Shaman like 6th pick. He's like a 1st pick. Ah well. And we didn't give up anything by taking the War Spike Changing either, so that's okay. So at this point, do we play the Ivory Giant? I think so. And there's an Edvile, and I pretty much have to take it. I don't think it's worth anything. I'll check it up. Come on. Alright. This is search on Vial then. Other Vial. Doesn't say. 1 ticket. Alright. I still think it's the pick though. Feud Killer's Verdict is extremely powerful, and I would probably take that, but Edvile seems so fun in this deck that I just have to pick it. Meadowboon. It's a pretty good card to have too. More Burn. The red would have been pretty nice. But I think it's Meadowboon here. Yeah, it seems way too sweet to pass up. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops, 4 3-drops, 2 4-drops. Yes, it's looking pretty good. Here we have Probably veteran armor. That's pretty disappointing. We can splash a thirst for knowledge, but that doesn't seem great. That's the only splash worthy card here. We can take Hillcomber Giant, but try to have veteran armor, I think. And then there's this pack. Tidehole Scholar is pretty nice. We can Flicker Wisp Shenanigan with Edvile. Yeah, it seems too sweet. Sturdy Pride is good though. Pirate Spellbound could be a splash and Torrent. What do we have as removal? We have Born Weirding, Journey as a semi-removal, and that's it. Alright, that would be interesting. This pack, it's basically a straight heart. Saltfield Recluse is good though. How many giants do we have with this? We have 1, 2. Alright, that's not much. Maybe it's enough with 2 drops. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Recluse. Another Apocryphite seems pretty spot on though. Yeah. We're gonna ride those Apocryphites to victory. So this is basically our decks. Now we're just replacing cards. Another giant seems sweet. What do we cut? I think it's a Pilfer because... No, actually it's Auntie Snitch. Yeah. They're not fantastic, but they are decent, at least. Maybe now we play the Thundercloud Shaman when we have Edvile. Just looking at this deck, I think it's pretty nice. I mean, Blightspeaker can't get anything but the Changeling. But that's okay. We have pretty limited amount of removal. We have a Pepper Smoke we can play. We have 5 non-creatures. It's Edvile, Otherworldly Journey, Test of Faith, Worn Weirding, and Gleam. I'm not sure if we need removal. The only thing that worries me is a wall of spiders. There's a Blinding Beam, and that's basically the perfect card. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Blinding Beam. Then we get to cut another card, and I think it's cut is Reach. Maybe 1 giant. Maybe Saltfield Recluse. Yeah, maybe. Is that a Rebel? Yes. Drag down, and we will have... it's not really that great. Just take a Relic. Yeah, I think so. It's a pretty busted sideboard card sometimes. We need to cut 1 more card. Those should be over here actually. Don't think I want to cut any of those. I think it's between the Recluse that has the upside of being a pretty good defensive creature and searchable with Blightspeaker, or it could actually be the Blightspeaker. Which one do I rather have? The Reach guy that can get 1 card, or the more defensive guy? Or the more defensive guy. Could also cut a Greatheart. Yeah, actually that seems better. So yeah, this deck. Maybe Lightning Helix will come around. That will be a pretty important card. We could ultimately play Fiery Fall, but I'm not too fond of that. So what enter the battlefield effect do we have? We have Tide Hollow, Apocryphites, Meadowboon. Do we want a Wrathy Trapper? Hello. That's nice. Then I think he's Cutter Giant. I don't think I want to. Wrathy Trapper is pretty busted though. Fairy for the sideboard. Now we have a pretty good answer to a possible graveyard deck. Not that often it comes together, but if someone has tried to do it. And also the white combo tricks are pretty nice because they're so random. I mean, I attack with, say, Changeling and they play Lightning Helix and I test of Faith. Wow. That's just a total disaster. I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play those. This would be nice though. I'm gonna pick another sideboard card. Do I play Street Wraith? It's not totally unreasonable. Sure, Changeling. Research. Come on. No. What was the card I was thinking about? I totally forgot. Street Wraith. I can cycle it and return it with Pilfers. And that's not horrible. Alright, so it's a heavy creature deck for sure. Let's see. You can be in there for now. If I remove you, do you just... Okay, nice. Blinding Beam actually costs 4. Gleam. You cost 1. I think this looks pretty nice. And I just had to pick that while there. I mean, come on. It was the rare I named. So we have the option of playing like Firefall, Thundercloud Shaman. You can play Street Wraith, Auntie Snitch. I guess we can play Absorb this, but I don't think we need it. Another Greatheart if we want to. Pepper Smoke. That's basically it. So how many mountains do I need to play for this? Probably like 2? 1 or 2. Does make my mana base a lot worse. How good is it? Well, it's really good, but I don't think it's the deck rate. And that means I probably don't play Firefall either. Do I want to play the Street Wraith? What do I cut for a Street Wraith? One of those 2 cards. Do I want to do that? Just because of the value interaction? I don't think so. What can Revelark return? Marsh Flitter as a fantastic target. Saltfield Recluse, nah. Aven Changeling pretty good. Tidal Scholar pretty good. Wrathy Trapper pretty good. Overall pretty good cards. Alright, I think this is what I will submit. 10-5. That gives us 7 black sources. What if we go 9-6? Then we have 10-11 white sources. I actually like 10-5. We only need 1 swamp. Alright, I'll submit this and I'll see you shortly for game 1.